Welcome to my capstone. I'm Aiden Stark, and this is a picture of me at Home Depot. This is where I found out that a 2x4 costs $6.94, and so when we were building this treehouse, in total it costed about $300, including the joists and other things. Um, right here is the other project I did where we fixed up our playground, and that project was pretty cheap. We just used leftover lumber from the treehouse, so technically free. So for the support, because every building needs a support, we used bricks and we got them set. And that was the first part, as well as the framing on top. And we used these joists to keep the framing, there, of course. And then we had a ladder here. This ladder came in after we built that, and that has little joists too to hold that up. You had to cut a hole for this tree to come right through the tree house. And then we built the wall. And we set it up here. And we built this to hold up the ropes on here. So yeah, and then the other project we did was working, well, it was really just this ladder. We built this in the past, this whole thing. I didn't help my dad. I was too young to help him with the playground, but this ladder I did build, and we didn't stain the footsteps. We just left them as wood. And instead of joists, we used blocks to hold up as support. This is Gabriel Kisser with me today. He is a framer. Why don't you tell us about that, Gabe? When did you drop out? Tell us about it, bro.
Yeah, I dropped out in grade 10 to follow my dream of becoming a framer. It was a big passion of mine. I love building and something I always wanted to do.
Really. So, how much are you paid by the hour?
$46 an hour.
$46 an hour. So how much is that a year, roughly?
Roughly, what would that be?
Probably like $100K. Wow. So,
Close, yeah.
My plan for myself is to graduate high school and not drop out because I'm not stupid. But once I graduate, I will go and work as a framer as well, and I'll have to go through apprenticeship. And eventually, after getting raises and things, I will be making more and more money. So, Gabe, tell me about the apprenticeship. How was that?
You get bullied a lot. You know, it's a hard time.
Yeah. So how long were you an apprentice before you could work?
It's around like a year.
A year. Wow.
A year, and then you'll pretty much know most things.
Yeah. All right, so I know there's different kinds of framing as well. So tell me about what you do and what other kinds of jobs there are out there.
So I do commercial framing, which is like for a bigger company. You know, like they'll like hire you as your company. You'll be like a bunch of companies together in like one job, working on like hotels and like bigger buildings. It's the more well-paid type of framing. There's also residential, which is just like little homes or just regular homes. It's more private jobs. You're by yourself. You know, you're your only company. And yeah, that's probably the two.
Okay. All right, Gabe. So what are the challenges with framing?
So in winter, it's like really cold. It's also really hard labor. You know, you're carrying wood around. You gotta carry beams and stuff. You're outside in the sun all day in the summer. It's hard work. Money doesn't come easy.
Yeah. And what about the safety? I know you have to do lots to become a framer as well.
Well, it's not lots, but you gotta have to go to a fall safe school. You gotta learn about like safety, like harnesses, you have to get a fall protection, which is like a license you have to get for that. If you want to become like, you want to work on cranes or like a boom, you also have to get a license for those. It's like a day. You gotta spend a day in a classroom, learn. It's all part of being safe.
Okay, so in total, creating the treehouse and fixing up the swing set, I probably spent a few weeks, at least 40 hours probably, building, getting the supplies, things like that.